Welcome back, guys. Now, I know that you're very keen to see this city get built, so I'm going to try and run through this like really quick. At the end of the last episode, I said I was going to put in robotics, so I've put in a robotics factory down here. Let's take a little look at what we're doing Omega-wise now. So, pop over here, down here, click on the old Omega map, and boom! As you can see, things have moved on a little bit. And we're making like 100,000 an hour, and down here, yeah, 95,000. And actually, got a building burned down or something. Get rid of that. Okay, cool. So we've got all the upgrades now. So let's go and take a look at the upgraded Omega building. And there she is. Isn't she pretty? Man, that is a big, big building. The whole like pyramid looks like in proper proportion now with the building at its full size. Love that. Okay, now a little while ago, and when I say a little while ago, I mean like about, I don't know, like 16 hours ago, I decided to get a bit radical. So let's jump back in time to me making radical decisions. I've been looking at this and I've come to a conclusion, right? This is cool, but it's not cool enough. It's not cool enough for you guys, as far as I'm concerned. So this is going to be completely redeveloped. Let's get on with it. I told you I was being radical, didn't I? Right, so 16 hours later, well, what's happened? Okay, I now have a plan for the city. I've spent so much time trying all kinds of different things, but rather than just like show you what the results of what I've done, I want to take you through it. I want to show you little tips and tricks and stuff along the way. So we have a bit more water now. So let's go and see where we're up to. Okay, and as you can see, we've got a whole section in front of the pyramid here, and then I've got a section round here. Right, I'm going to start getting on and actually building this, and I'll talk to you like while I'm doing it. Okay, so what we want, obviously, we're going to have the unisphere in the middle, and but we want all kinds of nice stuff around the outside. So let's get this neatened up. Okay, so let's kick off by putting in these side pieces. Now I'm just going to drop this down by one. Get it on there. Shift key. Come on, get into position. There, that's where I want it. Boom, lovely. Look at these nice crisp walls forming up. And then we'll do the same on the other side over here. Like if I can get the position. So drop it down by one. Take it over to there. And yes, lovely. Right, that's our square. Now I'm just going to upgrade these. Now if you're wondering why I didn't do it with high density streets, it's just a cost thing, If you get it wrong, you've got to replace it. So now, having said that, now that we're making 100,000 an hour, it's kind of not an issue. But like if you're doing this, do it with low density streets. I find low density streets actually better than dirt roads. But like whatever your preference is, use whatever you're comfortable with. Right, let's upgrade these to high density. because high density just look nicer. Okay, now we've got our nice square in the center. That looks good. Okay, now we've got a couple of bits of dirt that we want to cover up. So let's zoom in here. I'm going to use a high density to do this because it's only just... Now you just want to take it into the corner until it's flat, like as far as it'll go. And then, boom, lovely. Now that one's like really perfect. I really like the way that goes flush into the wall like that. That's awesome. I love these shapes that I've managed to create. I've been doing I can't tell you how many hours I've put into this. I've lost track. I've actually been working on this for like the last like literally I've lost track. I don't know. I've been working on this for like 30 hours straight or something. Now this one unfortunately won't go as far as the other one. I'd love, just because the terrain's a little bit more messy on this side. But I think we can get it to do something half decent. I may have to do this in little sections, or it's one of those things you've just got to play around, and if it doesn't work, take out a section, try again. There really is like no, panacea for doing this. Oh, there. That will do, I think. Will that do? No, you know what? Whoops. You know what? It'll do for now, and I'll probably tinker around with it afterwards and try and get it as neat as that one. Right, now, I want to try and create some kind of interesting shapes and, just generally make it a bit more impressive. Okay, so we've got the center bit. We've got this beautiful bit that I did earlier. I really love that. But you see how I've used avenues on the ends, and it just kind of like creates little angles and just makes it a little bit more interesting. And you get these lovely wavy lines on the walls and stuff. Really nice. Like, play around with it. You can get some. Oh, I wanted to show you one thing. I was going to say you can get some really, really interesting effects, but I want to show you this. Okay, you see these walls, okay, and you see the pattern on there. But if you use dirt roads, let's see if I can get a dirt road in. I think we need to maybe come a little bit further to get a good road. Right, look, you get a completely different effect. Okay, it's like this, I don't know, like gravelly, pebbled effect. So, yeah, like play around with the different road types and you get different effects. It's very cool. You can do some very cool things with this. All right, let's take high density. No, I'm going to do this with streetcar avenues. I'm just going to hook this up. Now, avenues are kind of nice because obviously they're much wider, and you'll generally get a better result using these. And let's do the same over here. Hook that up. Boom. Oops. Yeah, sometimes my right mouse doesn't cancel the road tool. Don't know why. Okay, yeah, that's lovely. Liking that. Okay, right, so last one is going to be around this side. And for this side, I'm just going to use a high density road. Boom. Okay, so last thing we need to do is put in our centerpiece, which is Omnisphere. Where are you? It's I can't even. Oh, it's the Basel Cathedral, isn't it? It's in the landmarks. There it is. And we'll pop that. Should we have it that way or this way? That way, I think. I don't know. No, I think we'll have it that way. Boom. Right, and I think you'll agree. And people were posting and saying, "Oh, you know, put water all the way around." Okay, there you go, water all the way around. Loads of water. That's proper water features. Okay, now you're probably wondering what these little bits of road here are. Well, I decided that I don't want the city to look like, you know, a typical square that it is, and that we have to deal with. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the good old regional freeway. Okay, shift key down, nice straight road, just out there. Then I'm going to switch to the curve tool, and I'm just going to like hook that up like there, and I'm going to do the same to that junction there, and then I'm just going to get rid of that end bit. So it's just so that it kind of makes it oh, the terrain's playing up a little bit. I'll fix that. That wasn't doing that. I was playing around with this earlier and it wasn't certainly wasn't doing that. I'll fix that. It's certain camera angles. But it means that when we turn the map border off, it kind of blurs, like where's the edge? Well, he's got roads out there. Where's the edge of the map? And I mean, we've got the railway coming along here. So yeah, good idea. Like put some roads outside and whatever. Blur the distinction of what's in the city and what's outside the city. I actually think it looks quite nice as well. I quite like that. Alrighty. Next, what should we do next? Oh, I know. Yeah. Churches. We're still going with the churches because I do like the churches. I think they look pretty cool. So we have one there, and then one there, and one there. Boom. There's our 4 churches. And what do you think? Looks a bit nicer than it did before, right? Okay, now I'm going to put some parks in very quickly. And at night, all of these little lights light up, and it's pretty darn nice. Love these buildings. These look awesome. And like when you like get down, this starts to look like very, you know, real. I like this. You know, and then you got the old pyramid and the huge skyscraper on top of it. This is going to make for a very good video at the end of this, I think. Little bit of machinima coming up. All right, let's do the same on this side very quickly. Okay. Let's get the camera angle so we can actually see these roads. It looks horrible when they're buried. I'll sort that out. Don't worry. I will sort that out. Okay. Now this, trust me guys, this is just the beginning. I have got major plans, and it should all, with a bit of luck, come together pretty quickly. Now, before we had the stadiums, I'm still going to use the stadiums. I know some of you didn't like the stadiums. I love the stadiums. It's just occurred to me, I haven't put any garbage in. Oh my god, garbage must be... I bet there's horrendous pollution up there. Oh, Man, something else for me to sort out. Mind you, I can put ground scrubbers in and clean it up. That's cool. All of that is going to be ripped out. Oh, I have got plans for the back of here, and you'll be pleased to know it's full on Blade Runner. Oh yeah. Now, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was putting. So I'm getting all excited now because I know what I'm doing. Well, I mean, as close as I ever get to knowing what I'm doing. Although I've forgotten what building I'm looking for. Stadiums. Okay, so we pop a couple of these in, and you can see that I've kind of got this, you know, like kind of laid out in anticipation so that I can do this quickly. Okay, now on this side we're going to do something completely different. We're not going to have all the parks and stuff, but over here we're going to continue the park theme, and I like as we go along, like, you know, please, you know, drop me comments and let me know what you think, because you guys have come up with some really good suggestions which have kind of inspired me to go in different directions. Like, I might not necessarily, you know, do exactly what you were suggesting, but it makes me think of different things and kind of drives me down different avenues. Okay. Right, let's have a little look at that. Now, what do you think, honestly, guys? Because I think that is like way, way better and more interesting than it was before. That's like, what? Maybe I can get a comparison shot and do a before and after comparison. But like I said, like this is like this is kind of what we had before, but like smartened up and, you know, a bit cooler, right? But things are about to get like way, way cooler, okay? Because what I want to do when I started playing with this, I I got the idea of this being kind of like, yeah, you know what's actually sparked me off, and I've only kind of just realised it. There's a series of books, the Sword of Truth series, and there's a character in there, an evil bad guy called Dark and Rahl, and he's got this like massive palace. It's like a palace city, and I always had the impression that it was kind of like had enclosed areas because he was like very security conscious and stuff because, you know, people were trying to kill him all the time. Fair dues. So I had this idea of like creating some kind of sort of walled stuff, and I'm going to see if I can do something like semi cool.